This is what happened when I was attacked at Lowe's. I was standing in the parking lot area where they put the plant section, staring at some plants, watching somebody else look at the plants. I was watching a child, my child. And the Roberts Plants guy decided he wanted to play a sick game, according to him, of let's make the customers think we're going to run them over. Because when they got out of the truck, the older man who was driving just smiled at me and walked towards the back of the truck. Very evil smile on his face. And the young man got out and started informing me how it was just a game they were playing of making me think they were going to run me over. So he starts screaming and yelling at me as he's trying to tell me this. He's screaming at me, it's just a game. He gets up in my face. He's much taller than me, so literally when he gets up in my face, if I would have put my head forward, my nose would have touched his chest. Now I'm feeling very intimidated and being screamed and yelled at. I've been made to think I'm going to be ran over and my child's going to watch me die. I go to the Lowe's employee for help, and she walks away from me. Another Lowe's employees walk up to me and tells me to let it go. And tells me not to get evidence of who did this. Tells me not to go near the vehicle and takes pictures. Refuses to contact the police for me. And walks away smiling and laughing. And yes, I have pictures of her smiling and laughing. Oh, so funny, wasn't it? So, as a person that dropped me off pulls up to pick me up, and me and my daughter go to get in this vehicle. Now, mind you, my daughter's already gone to get in the vehicle because I'm in a screaming match with the guy, telling him it wasn't funny what he did. It was very sick and sadistic. Trying to make sure he stays away from my child after he just tried to make me think he was going to kill me. I didn't want him anywhere near my child. So my child goes to the vehicle, and I don't realize it, and I'm in a screaming match with the guy trying to keep him away from my child. And I eventually realize that my child is no longer standing behind me, so I can safely go get in the truck. I go get in the guy's truck, and the next thing I know, one of Lowe's employees screaming at us, I got your plate! I got your plate! I took your pictures! So you can scream and yell, you took our plate, this man's plate, that has nothing to do with the situation that dropped me off at Lowe's. And you're involving him now. Great. That's awesome. He loves to hear that. So I contact Roberts Plants, and they say they'll deal with it. And I contact Lowe's, and Lowe's corporate tells Lowe's store to call me, and Lowe's stores calls me and acts like they don't have a clue what just happened to me. How do you not know what just happened? You're a liar. She calls up, and she leaves me a message about how I'm having a delivery issue. No, I'm not having a delivery issue. You didn't deliver me anything. Your Roberts Plants delivery driver was playing sick games. He admitted it to people. He admitted it to me that he was bored and they were playing a game, and they were attempting to make people think they were going to hit them. It was just a game. Well, they refused to fire any of the employees, especially the one that refused to assist me in any way, shape, or form, and the employee that refused to call the police. So those two employees are still working at Lowe's, even though they refused to do their job. Lowe's corporate apologized, and Facebook has actually locked up that evidence, along with much evidence in other cases, like hospital CEOs saying they don't want their patients to have healthier water. And I'm not going to tell you the rest of the evidence because a lot of it has to do with some very serious cases with the Rothschilds. But all that evidence is locked up. So it will take some doing to get the evidence against Lowe's. And the evidence that Facebook is hiding in other cases. However, at this time, we're still trying to get Lowe's to accept responsibility for what they did and do something about their employees. So it looks like we're going to be going to court, and I'll have to be seeking an attorney for the mental anguish they have caused us, and to make them do something about their employees. Because this is some really sick crap. When you got Lowe's covering up that Robert's plants are playing sick mental games with Lowe's customers, making them think they're going to run them over. We have a problem, society. Hold Lowe's accountable and call the Crestview, Florida store and ask them why their employees, after refusing to assist a customer that is in absolute need of the police because she is being verbally attacked and been threatened with a box truck. I think society needs to stand up and say what WTF? Why are corporations allowed to behave this way? Why are employees allowed to get away with behaving this way and not be fired? It's time we hold the corporations accountable for their actions and their employees' actions. Now, corporate told the corporate store to deal with the situation. And the corporate store's dealing with the situation is refusal to deal with it or apologize. However, the corporate store did apologize, and again, Facebook has locked that evidence up, because if you expose the Rothschilds on Facebook, Facebook will kick you off. And, well, I exposed truth. So Facebook has actually banned me for exposing truth, like words, like murder for profit, like the hospitals are involved with making sure that you get sick so that you fund their healthcare system. And yes, they know you're getting cancer through the water, and they don't care. They want you to get it because then you fund their healthcare system. And Moffitt Cancer Centers, I hope everybody in the world sues you.